Hey everyone, it's Mass Bandit here for episode 11 of Planet Brocoaster, and I've got N7 with me. And
Hey,
we've also got with us today our first special guest bro coaster, our guest bro, and that would be you'd know him on forums and other places as CTRSIND or Ryan.
Hi,
Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. I just hit my queue, so it's going well so far.
Excellent.
so this is Ryan's third appearance, and here's why.
At least we're being honest.
Yes.
Yeah, it didn't record, or it didn't actually save the recording of episode 11. So
Yeah.
we are doing this after the fact,
Yeah.
just to
And by
keep
after
chronological order.
Right, and by after the fact, we actually mean after the episode 12 has been recorded.
Yeah, it's like 3 days before it's gonna come out.
Hopefully.
Woo! Oh, shut up!
It is. It's coming out in 3 days.
Everything that you're going to be looking at in the park, we already know what's different and what isn't, and it's actually kind of funny because we jumped back into the park before Ryan got his hands on it, and everyone just did a collective wow, and so
Yeah.
like you have to keep it's going to be really hard for us because we didn't want to come in and be like, oh, I wonder what's going to happen, because that would have been false and would have come across
Because we
that
know
way.
what's gonna happen,
Right.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's oh my god, so great.
But I guess you could
But it
almost
actually really is this time.
yeah, this episode could almost be a teaser. Like this is all just a giant teaser for next episode.
Yeah, let's just jump right in.
I agree. So while we're getting everything set up, why don't we, quiz our bro coaster guest?
Sure.
So Ryan,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about your Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 background, your history, because that's what most people know you from.
Yeah, so I guess I've worked in Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 more than anything else, more than any other medium. Been had a couple of successful projects on the Shy Guys World forums, some really old projects on the old Atari forums. Most people would probably recognize Shallow Springs or Trade Winds or one of those projects.
I remember those. Those are excellent. And
Actually, they don't. Yeah, they don't really hold up because we did actually look at them in preparation for this episode, and it was kind of like, oh, this game's not as pretty as I remember it.
Yeah, it was kind of painful to go back and look at that stuff, especially now that I know what I've been doing in Planet Coaster and going back and looking at my old stuff in Roller
Yeah.
Coaster Tycoon. It was like, wow.
you
that's-
realize the limitations of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 compared to
Yeah.
what we have now. But hey, when those parks came out, they were cutting edge and they were awesome.
Thank
And
you.
so then, you also dabbled in CS, custom scenery creation. By dabbled, a little
Yeah.
bit more than dabbled. Now, public
Yeah, there definitely
sets-
came a point when I stopped working in parks as often and just made CS that I wanted to see in the community. And I guess that's what I've done more recently in Roller Coaster Tycoon because I've not had any really big projects.
I think one of your most influential sets, at least for me, was the Paths, both 1 and 2, and the Birdhouse. Those are my favorites, I think.
Birdhouse for me.
Yeah.
Beams.
Beams. Oh my god,
Boy,
beams.
you know,
Yeah.
it's one of those sets, you know it's a successful set when you suddenly see it everywhere.
Yeah, when it becomes
Everywhere.
a meme. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was, like you said, that was my most successful set, I think. Even more successful than the Path set. And you just see it everywhere anymore.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It gives me a sense of pride a little bit.
Awesome. And so then, what was another question that we had for him?
we're actually in the park now, so let's get on to that, and we can come back to the interview later.
Great. So let's jump over to the, I guess is it herringbone? Is that what it is? The brick part where I did
yeah, I think
where I
that
did
is
all
herringbone,
where I did all
actually.
my work. And God, looking at this knowing where we're headed. I was so high on this, and now I'm like, it's still okay, but just knowing what it's gonna be. Oh, so this is what I did in my month and a half with the park, because this was during the holiday break when we had our big fall off before we got back onto a regular schedule. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings done, and
Yep.
then on
Connected, too.
and it's better.
Yeah.
It's better than 2. And then if you were to swing up by the the Emporium Lodge thing, there's a really half-baked bathroom there that let's just be honest, as soon as I built that, and then I built that and I was like, yeah, that's a bathroom, sure. And then I went and started building the other stuff. And then came back and I said, yeah, that bathroom's pretty crappy. So I'm
Yeah,
aware
I
that
did see your.
Yeah.
I saw your build video and I was like, oh my god.
And you could see some of the things it did, and you were like, before it reached this, that were even worse. So, yeah. So don't worry, But anyway, let's go back to the stuff that doesn't suck so hard.
All right.
Yeah. And so we have, starting from the corner building, with a giant slice of pizza that is, yeah, oh yeah. In case you had any questions what was being sold here. We have a little stall. I'm actually pretty proud of the idea behind it. So, well, I think it's all right. And then my favorite building, and when we did this the first time, we were all in agreement that our favorite building is the watering hole.
Yeah.
So why? Why is this? You know, I like it because I think I think it fits the little shack across the way.
I think
for
you
me,
spent
it's
the most
yeah.
time on it. Yeah. Go ahead.
It's very concise. It knows what it is.
Yeah.
That's that's very cliche, but it does.
It has a really cool, like, super high pitch that you really wouldn't be able to get anywhere else, or can you?
What do you mean?
I don't think you can. I'm going to open up the building real quick. Can you actually move these pieces out? Oh, there actually is a really, really...
Yeah, it's a 4.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
It is.
But no, it just felt like you spent the most time on this one because it's the most, like, thought out. It feels exactly like it belongs in a theme park.
Yeah. And there
and
are...
you know where it's headed, and it's just like, what else do you say about it?
I know, and like the corner building, I liked it when we did it the first time, and I still do like it, but what it's going to be, is gonna be, yeah. And
Dario?
what?
Oh,
No, the corner
pizza.
building, yeah, the Pizza Squad, Pizza Pen, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one's cool. So I don't know. And then we move on to, I feel like I'm the only one talking here. I don't want to take...
Go ahead. Well, it's your stuff. You should be talking.
All right. And then the Peg's, the dairy shop. My favorite part of this is the bay window and the dormers. And this building, for me, was this biggest struggle as far as shape goes. And I think that's kind of clear. I was going to say, when you see it, the changes are drastic, I guess, to this building. But to me, I think it's my favorite. When the new version is my favorite of all of them. And I still think it feels like my original structure, which I thought was really surprising. It's like you found, and again, we're really leading here, but you found what I intended, and you did it. So
Okay. Good. I mean, that's definitely what I was trying to do. So
yeah,
I'm glad that
yeah,
that
no,
came across.
absolutely. And then last building is the little balloon entrance and my awesomely named ride. In case you had any idea what this was going to be. So I actually really like the landscaping around this ride. I know when you...
Yeah.
The silence is deafening.
No. I know that we all know what this is coming to, what next week or next 2 weeks brings.
Right.
So I think it's kind of really hard to look at these buildings and say, what you like about it when you know what it becomes. But
No,
My relationship with them is a little more of a fostering kind of relationship than what yours is, because
My relationship with him, he said.
wow. And now I'm getting cut.
Sorry, go ahead.
I mean, yes, I think that each one of them said, like, was trying to become something, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I agree. And so, one of the things that we did talk about the first time we tried this is that some of these buildings can't decide if they're a facade or if they're a standalone. And I know that's one of the things that you're gonna probably tackle. So
I want to say this. I usually give you a lot of crap for, oh, you've only built like 4 buildings. But, all right, take a look at what he has built. I'm going over the Emporium. This has, like, set the tone for the park. And then the station is definitely, like, solidified the tone for the park. Or at least this area of the park. And then you get down here, and I saw it in your build video where you were just like, all right, well, I like this building. I'm going to try this style now. And it's hard to set the tone like that, and I'm glad that you have had to do it, and we have just had to come and clean up, really.
yeah.
I get
And
that.
that goes
Because-
doubly for me, because I've tried my own projects since working on this park with you guys, and that is hard. I can't get past one building, and you
Right.
made 4 in a week or 3.
Yeah.
But
6.
I mean, or 6.
Well, yeah, more like 5 weeks. But, and then, okay, let's take a look at the queue, too, because this is going away, and thank God.
My queue or your queue?
No, my queue.
Well, okay. Like, I was all about this when it was first built. We're like, yeah, this is awesome. And then just wait.
Just wait. Yeah, and this giant staircase that goes...
Of
It was
doom.
terrible. Just... We've learned a lot in the last few weeks.
We really
about,
have.
You know, what to do and how much this game can be... how much it can feel like a real theme park. It's crazy.
Yeah. And, yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say,
But-
though, that before that, like, you talk about coming in and cleaning up my work. For some people, that might bother them, but I'm always a big picture guy. Like, as a musician, that was always my struggle, was woodshedding, finding the passages of notes and spending an hour on one measure of music. I can't do that. I just can't do that. That kills
Yeah.
me. And so to sit there and tweak and detail and detail and tweak, I can't do that. So I'll build the rough shape, and then you and other bros and whoever can come in and clean up after me, as long as the basic idea is still there. Right?
Yeah.
I'm totally down with that. So
Yeah, what I found most impressive, and again, this is going to be a preview for the next week, but your ability to think in an operational way is unparalleled.
you're talking about Ryan, not
And
me.
yeah, Ryan. Yeah, not you.
That wasn't supposed to be a diss.
No,
And
but
I-
I'm like, wait, you can't possibly be talking about me right now.
Unfortunately, no, I'm not. I'm not. So you have
You're
had
stuck
a
with
pretty.
me, Bish.
So Ryan, you've had a pretty good long history of being a write-op at parks.
Yeah.
Can you give us a little more info on that?
Yeah, I've worked kind of in the theme park. I mean, this is an industry that I fell in love with since I was like 8 years old. So as soon as I turned 18, I decided that I wanted to work in theme parks, and worked for companies like Cedar Fair, the old Paramount, and Disney as well. I worked at the Magic Kingdom for 3 years, and just trying to stay in that industry and around that industry. It's like been my passion, and it also
which-
like.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was gonna say it like, I don't know, it's a wealth of information and knowledge about, how these decisions are made and why they're made that way, and then like, what actually goes into an operating theme park.
Yeah, it's really on display when you come in and clean up our work. And it has kind of forced us to think a little better about that. Like, we always wanted it to look operational, but you found a way to like make it feel operational, which is just, it's a feat on its own.
Yeah. Like today's episode feels a little bit more big picture, I guess. A little bit more zoomed out. Just wait. Oh, just wait. Next week it's all about like, look at this, look at this little, look at this, look at this, look at this. Like all these little yeah, it's very cool.
So look at the scene right here. It's gonna change in a week. I promise. It's gonna change a lot in a week.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good.
Go ahead,
All right.
John.
So with that being said, yeah, thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the next one. So let's do a sign off for Mass Bandit.
And N7.
And Ryan.
Yay!
Ryan!
I felt like a Muppet there for a split second.
Hands up like.
Port, port, port.
Oh, we'll see you guys next week.
Have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Woo, we did it.
Yay!